Greetings, friend, entrepreneur, and fellow business builder. I'm Marketing Master Jim Ackerman, and welcome to yet another episode of Good, Bad, and Ugly Ads, the interactive YouTube program where you get to vote on an ad or marketing specimen and tell us why you think it's good, bad, or ugly, not from an aesthetics point of view, but from a marketing effectiveness point of view. In other words, does the ad or marketing effort fulfill its role and goal to either make a sale or advance a sale? Now, here's how the program works. In just a minute, I'm going to show you a pair of ads that I showed you in the last episode. In the interim, between then and now, you've had the opportunity to cast your vote and to tell us why you think it was good, bad, or ugly. I'm going to show you those ads and tell you what I think was good, bad, or ugly about them and give you my vote, and you'll get to see how your opinions rack up with those of yours truly, the marketing master. Then when that's all over with, we'll show you another advertising effort, and you'll have between this program and our next episode to vote on whether you think it was good, bad, or ugly and tell us why before you hear from the words and wisdom of the marketing master. So, without any further ado, let's take a look at the first of the two ads. Okay, as you may remember, this was a large, oversized postcard. It came in the mail, folded in half, and as you can see, it is an advertisement for a car dealership. And there's some interesting things about this particular effort. If you'll notice, there is a key attached, and the basic offer is you can bring in, if it starts the car, you get to use the car for a year or something along those lines. There is a winning number on it. There's a scratch off to win something else. If you look at it, a lot of people would say, gosh, that's busy. There's a lot of color, there's a lot of activity, the eye is pulled one place to another. If you look on the back, similar kinds of stuff. Okay, you've got a lot of activity going on. You see where the car dealership is, the offers are being made, and lots of stuff going on in this. Some people would say too much. I don't necessarily. I think this is a pretty good effort. Main reason why, the offer is quite strong. What do you have to lose? Go in and try the key. There's that lumpy package element to it because it has the key associated with it. And if you were to ask me, I would say overall, this is a pretty good marketing effort. Now let's take a look at its counterpart, specimen number 2. And here is specimen number 2. You're going to see some similarities between this one and the last one. It's not for the same dealership, but it came from the same ad agency that promotes car dealerships in general. And you can tell immediately that there's some of these similarities, and that's how you know it came from the same agency. This one's different in that it comes in a plastic clamshell package. All right, when you open it up, instead of the key being glued to the brochure, it is actually loose in there and just fit nicely into the clamshell. Then we take a look by unfolding the piece and take a look at it compared to the other one. Very similar. Lots of action, lots of color, and the same kind of engagement, the same kind of scratch and sniff stuff going on, the same kind of giveaway of the MP3 player. One big difference in this one is when you turn it over to the back, there are specific offers for specific cars, price and item advertising. All right? Lots of visual movement, the eyes flitting and flopping all over the place, and many people would call this busy as well. And yet, I believe this is a pretty good marketing effort, and in fact, I like this one better than I like the oversized postcard for the other promotion. Why is that? Because of the way it came, packaged in the clear package. There's a curiosity factor that goes along with that. And the other thing I particularly like about this one is the specific price and item stuff so that people can take a look and see, hey, maybe that's a car for me. They may or may not sell the specific car, but because they show examples of the kinds of deals they have, I believe this one is more compelling than the other one. The other one wasn't bad, this one is better, in my opinion. All right. Yes, it's time for the next specimen that you'll be voting on this week as you look forward to our next episode and whether you and I agree on this particular specimen and whether it's good, bad, or ugly. This one is an online video promotion, and again, I don't want to prejudge this in any way, shape, or form. I will only tell you this. It appeared on YouTube about a month ago, and you take a look for yourself. The name of the product is Poo-Pourii, and I'll let the spot speak for itself.
You would not believe the motherlode I just dropped. And that's how I like to keep it, leaving not a trace that I was ever here, let alone that I just birthed a creamy behemoth from my cavernous bowels.
Nothing is worse than stinking up the shared toilet at work, or the toilet at a party, or your lover's apartment.
Of course, flushing removes the graphic evidence. Maybe 2 or 3 flushes if your skid marks are as tenacious as mine. But what can be done of that subtle scent of a
300-cow dairy farm? Aerosol air fresheners aren't the most effective option, or the healthiest. Trying to mask the stench, giving you a nice blend of ChemLab carnations with just a touch of feces. So, how do you make the world believe your poop doesn't stink? Or in fact that you never poop at all? Poo-Pourii. Poo-Pourii is the before-you-go toilet spray that is proven to trap those embarrassing odours at the source and save relationships. Simply spritz Poo-Pourii in the bowl to create a film on the water's surface that actually traps the odours in their porcelain prison. And when your little astronauts splash down and make contact with the film, they release Poo-Pourrii's pleasant aromas, so all those around you can smell as a refreshing bouquet of essential oils. Yes, it is a real product. And yes, it really works. We've sold over 4 million bottles. On Amazon alone, there are over 1,000 reviews rating it 4.8 of 5 stars. That's a better Amazon rating than the iPhone 5. If it doesn't completely stop your stench from spreading, send it back for a full refund. Our unconditional stink-free guarantee. If your poo stinks, click here to get your Poo-Pourii today at poopourii.com. So whether you need to pinch a loaf at work, cut a rope at a party, or lay a brick at your boyfriend's, your days of embarrassing smells or prairie dogging it are over. Poo-Pourii. Our business is to make it smell like your business never even happened.
So there you have it. Is the Poo-Pourii spot good, bad, ugly, or does it just plain stink? Well, that's for you to decide before I let you know what I think. I will say this. One of the wonderful things about YouTube in general is that you're not limited in any way, shape, or form as to the length of your spot. In other words, if you were to run that same commercial on television, it would have to fit into either a 30-second format, a 60-second format, or a 90 or 120-second format. This particular spot ran for more than 2 minutes. Is that a plus or a minus that you have that kind of flexibility with YouTube? What else did you like or dislike about the spot? Would you be tempted to buy the product? And in general, do you think it was good, bad, or ugly? Put your comments in the place below the doobly-doo and let us know what you think. That's the power of having an interactive television program on YouTube like we do. And then I'm going to ask you to do a couple of additional things. Number 1, subscribe to the channel. Number 2, like us. And number 3, make sure that you tell your friends so that we can build the audience for Good, Bad, and Ugly Ads. The more there are, the more opinions we get, the better off we are, the more you and I have the opportunity to learn what works in marketing and what works best so that we can get more customers who will pay you more money more often, the fastest, easiest, most cost-effective ways possible. See you next time on Good, Bad, and Ugly Ads.